Sorry to hear that. What's going on, guys? This is Jelani Hood with Pop Samurai Podcast. Welcoming you guys to our interview here with Jeff Chandler from True Dungeon.
Yes.
He allowed us to go through it, run through it, and we're going to ask him questions. First off, can you tell people, for the people who don't know what True Dungeon is, can you just give a quick lowdown of like what it is for them?
True Dungeon is like an escape room, sort of based on D&D. You go in and you actually interact with the props. You will fight monsters. It is a 2-hour event. You go through rooms every 12 minutes. You fight things, you solve things. You have a whole heck of a lot of fun.
Yes,
that's what I would say.
It was so much fun. Folks over here at Pop Samurai got to run through it. I'm hooked now. I want to go through it as many times as possible now. Going to another question here. When this was being first thought of and first conceptualized, leading up to the very first one, what was the goal that you were trying to get to with True Dungeon?
Well, True Dungeon was started by Jeff Martin, and he would throw a little convention for his friends where they would get together in a hotel room. They'd get a little banquet room, and he would build the final room of the D&D adventure. So people would go in and solve the puzzles, and he thought, this is really cool. So he happened to know Stephen Picorni from Dwarven Forge, who knew Peter Atkinson from Gen Con. So Stefan told Peter, you gotta meet this guy, he's crazy. So Jeff invited Stefan and Peter out to his convention, and he invited them by sending them exploding scroll tubes.
Nice.
So as soon as Peter opened that, he goes, yeah, I gotta go meet this guy. So they threw the pitch together, and I think in roughly 3 months before Gen Con showed up at Indy for the first time, he said, hey, can you do this? And in 3 months, Jeff put together 7 rooms, got all his friends together from Carbondale, Illinois. They put it together, and the rest is history.
When they popularity,
yeah, it skyrocketed. When they first showed up, they weren't ticketed because it was just on the spur of the moment. People would get in line to run through, and after like the first hour or so, I mean, the line was huge. So they knew, ooh, this is something. So, and then from there, it has grown, and now we go to 4 conventions a year, and it's awesome.
Very cool. From that point to present day, like with the popularity spike, like what is your guys' reaction to like it's just taking off?
Sometimes it's a little scary, because when we first started out, we had a lot of practical effects. We had people behind the scenes, like if you needed something to happen, like someone would reach through and grab somebody, or someone would make a monster move or do whatever. So, but we've expanded to now we have animatronics. We use computers, a lot of little Pi computers to run our effects and things. So it's scary because we've upped it and we've made it so people expect more. So we have to keep delivering.
Yeah.
And that's scary, but it's also fun.
Seeing it rise in popularity and everything that you guys have done. What do you think that the next goal is? Where are you guys focused on going from now?
Oh, that's a good question. We're focusing on making sure that it's fun. Like I said, we keep stepping up the expectations, so we have to keep delivering, and that's scary. But I think, and I hope we're up to the task. So, but I don't know. I don't know where we can end up. Virtual reality someday. Someday we'll have True Dungeon World. I don't know. You get Westworld, now we get True Dungeon World. I don't know. But hopefully we just keep making things more fun and people enjoy it. They keep coming back. That's why I do it. If I can see people come out and have a good time, that's a reward for me.
Nice. And for you, like, do you still like to run through it every now and then? Do you like to try and like not get spoiled by everything? You try to?
Well, I would like to, but usually I don't get a chance to play because since I'm a director, I'm making sure everything else is going on. And I don't tell anybody because I know no one's ever going to see this. But I try not to know what the solutions to the puzzles are. I try to not know what the module is because just in case we need somebody to go through a run with somebody, I can be there and I won't spoil it. But I like to play. I just don't get a chance to do that.
Why would you do that?
And I guess just right off, here, where can people go to find out more information about True Dungeon, where you guys are going to be, where's the best place to go to?
Go to TrueDungeon.com. On there we've got a forum, we've got a web page that describes True Dungeon, talks about how the game is played, our little tokens that we have. It explains those. It's TrueDungeon.com. Tell you everything you need to know.
Thank you so much. Jeff, thank you so much for coming on the podcast with us. Guys, get over to that website, check it out, and stay with Pop Samurai Network for all your coverage of GameHole Con 2018 and everything True Dungeon. Catch you guys later.